It's time for your daily Warcraft 3 game, boys. I'm playing as random. I'm the mustachioed guy. This panda, cement. It's random against undead. I got my orc. Alright, orc against undead. Now, something... I know this player. Cement, it may not surprise you. Cement actually likes to make a base, a strong, fortified base, and then defend it. Does that surprise you? It shouldn't, because you know what? Cement is a material with which you can build strong foundation, even though it starts fluid. So anyway, he likes to quickly take in second base. So I have a lot of new Dota 2 viewers, and some of them are watching Warcraft 3 right now. So let's do a little bit of explaining about how Warcraft 3 works. There are 4 races, and each have their unique strengths. I just told him my race. I don't need to, but I'm giving it to him anyway. So there are 4 different races and with asymmetric strengths, not different from Dota 2 heroes having different strengths as well. Just like in Dota 2, you can creep and find items, level up and get extra statistics. Alright, so here's how you get gold, right? You get 10 gold per second from your gold mine. You can have maximum 5 peons in the gold. Cannot put more in because there's only one at a time that can be in. You see 5 out of 5. If you want to increase the rate of gold gain, there's a couple of ways you can do that. You can sell items that you find. Every creep you kill gives you gold. You can use pillage upgrade. Only orcs can do this. Causes grunts and raiders' attack to gain resources when hitting enemy buildings.
Yes, WC3, Mr. Dearly.
Well, let's go, Mr. Dearly. Thank you, dude. And are there other ways to get gold, guys? I think that's it. Oh yeah, go to a second base. Do you see the yellow circles on the map?
One whole game. Truly, we are blessed by the grace of this game.
Yep. So you see the yellow circles on the map? There's 4 other yellow circles besides the one in my base. 1 is owned by the opponent. 2 are our designated expansion locations. And there's 1 in the middle, which is contested between either one of us. You can go build another main base in those. And then you can have double the mining. I'm expecting him to quickly go with a Crypt Lord or a Dreadlord to take a fast expansion. Of course, I was random, so he may not have started the right build order. Build order is the order in which you make buildings. I know it sounds confusing, but that's how it is. And your build order influences... Yeah, he is doing an expansion style, it looks like. Your build order influences the timing with which you get certain things. So, let's see. He did actually tech up, so I don't think he's going for what is called a fast expansion. Yeah. No fast expansion from the looks of it. Probably because he didn't know my starting race. Now I'm going to invisibly windwalk into the camp that I think he's doing. Okay, so what happened here is that he finished 2 creep camps. And he got gold and items from them. He teched with 2 ziggurats and DK ghouls. DK ghouls is kind of the usual build these days. And the goal with this build is usually to get a quick level 3 Death Knight, which levels up his Death Coil to level 2. And then he has a lot of direct damage with Death Coil. 200 damage, minus 30% natural magic resistance from heroes. So he can do 140 damage on my hero. Or he can use it on units to get the full amount. Units don't have magic resistance. Now, it is mostly designed against Farseer Headhunter, his opening. That's what it was built to counter. I opened Blade Master and Grunts, so I have a small edge. But his strat is still very competent against mine. I'm gonna go Shadow Hunter. No, Tarn Chieftain is the counter to DK Ghoul's opening. So I'm gonna go for the Tarn Chieftain. I'm scouting with Grunts at the top. He did do his natural expansion. Then I don't think he's here. I don't know why I'm still going here. Oh, look, he's actually in the top right. He is power creeping, boys. A lot of big camps. Yeah. Yeah, I got him. So where is he? Where is he? Did he do another camp? No, would be crazy, wouldn't it? Is he hiding in the corner? Anyway, TC's coming out, so it's time for Grunts to return home. He's not hiding here. Double heal salt, speech scroll. He's not hiding here. Yeah, the moment I saw that he did this, my blade didn't need to go here because how could he possibly get there on time? Oh my god, he's right here. He crept a lot. He's gonna have to town portal then.
SM drop 1.
No! Washed up. Washed up player.
I thank you.
Win or lose. Warcraft 3 or Dota 2. Team Grubby believes in you. I am so happy you are playing some Warcraft since it is the best game in history so far. Carry on, War Chief.
Thank you, dude. He would never get out against 2007 Grubby. 2008. Okay, 2008. This guy, man, he's greedy AF. Three claws on his lich. Okay, he's coming. That glitch is hitting like a truck.
Hi Grubby. Nice to see you again. More WC3 content please Grub.
Oh. Thank you. I think he will think about this next. So I put myself close. He spent his scroll the beast at least. I like how the rings of protection now have a indicator. Like how much protection it is. Not here yet. Evasion. If he's not doing this, then I should. Feel like Happy would have a skeleton here if he's not here. He liked it, huh? The 45 burrows. Well played. GG. Should buy bottle. Should buy bottle. Is Grubby winning? No, no, no. So I made a number of mistakes here this game. So the easiest one to point out is about creep flow, right? So the moment that I get information from him is I see a skeleton going bot. Usually when they're going with a skeleton bot, it means the army is top. It's simple that you would want to send a scout top while you go bot, or you want to send a scout bot while you go top. There's no point sending a skeleton alone and then only to trail it with your army right behind it. Furthermore, DK is faster than skeleton. I didn't know that he went Death Knight yet, but it is common when someone is not expanding. My peon came here, I saw he didn't expand. So I saw that he did this camp, which is worth about level 1.8, 1.9, right? So I show up here and then I see him disappearing this direction. Then I don't need to check expo because I already did, and I know he's going to be here. So I want to come in for the steal. He already finished one creep, and I come in for the steal, and I take the level 2 over the level 1 away from him. And then I speed scroll and wind walk, which is a decent investment to kill one ghoul. At this time, he's level 2.2, I'm level 2.1, right? But he only used 60 mana, and I used 200 mana, so it's more. I also spent 50 on speed scroll, but he spent on skeletons. So all in all, it's quite fine now. Then you look at tech speed. I'm 50% of the way tech, and he's 30% of the way tech, right? So that's all good. He is a bit more invested into early game creeping than I am, because he went for 2 food supplying buildings, and I only went for 1 food supply building. And then I made the second one after I started my tech, which is why I am faster with my tech. So I only have the 1 grunt, and he's got bajillion ghouls, even though I just killed 1. So anytime someone is more invested in creeping than you are, your goal is to stay on their ass and prevent them from creeping. If I go creep my side of the map and he his, I feel like he gets ahead more because he invested more in it, he can do it faster. So the moment that I see where he is, I need to stay on him. Why am I running away? Why do I break vision from him? There is no reason. If he surrounds me, I have wind walk to get away. I didn't think about, why are you running? Yeah, I didn't think about why I'm running away. I thought, okay, what do I creep next, right? And it's true, I came up with a pretty cool creep route. I get this, the whole thing, and all it cost me was 1.5 minutes. Well, not really, right? It doesn't take that long. I started at 3:47, and I'm finished by 4:45. Yeah, it took me a minute to creep. And then, because I'm hurt afterwards, it takes up to 45 seconds to heal up from the healing salve. So essentially, I am making myself weaker for 1 minute 45, and what I get back in return is 80% of the level and a high level consumable item. I also become blind on the map for 1.5 minutes. What did he do in the meantime? I don't know he's gonna go bot or top because I had no unit to check. He went top. He already has gloves of haste and a calls of attack. And he finishes this camp, which feels like a very illicit and a high risk creep camp. But it worked because he just saw me leave. Then, the moment I see this ghoul here, I am continuing to scout in this direction, even though the only way that a slowed ghoul can be leaving here is if he's doing the laboratory. I knew that, and I thought I'll still just check it. There's no point, right? It's not efficient. So he finishes a very high value camp. Worst thing that happens to him, he loses 2-3 ghouls, right? He has to TP or he loses 2-3 ghouls, but he just found a calls of attack +9. He got a lot of gold and XP from it. And he ends up losing this ghoul more because of a miscontrol. I was hoping he would miscontrol and get blocked by wood gatherers, and he did. Worst thing that could happen for me, he doesn't miscontrol, and he's got enough ghouls to use the slow from the Halls of the Dead to perform a surround and kill my grunt. Right? So now, he sends his Acolyte home, which helped creep. It's not a lot of damage, but it's a bit. And I send my grunts after it, which gives him information where my grunts are and where my head is at. So he goes across the map again, very smartly, and goes to another high value camp that is on my highest list of priorities to do for my second hero. I end up finding him there, and he's only got 3 ghouls committed here. I end up using a stomp to do to kill a ghoul that I could have killed with a single hit. He loses another to creeps, and the other one gets away. So he's now in total lost 3 ghouls, but he's finished 3 high value camps, 1 medium value and 1 small. That's 3-2-1 in high value, medium, and then small. That's amazing. What did I get in the meantime? 1 high value camp, medium, and that's about it. So he's level 3.5. I am level 3 from his ghouls. And now my Tarn Chieftain is gonna look for creep camps. Small one, unimportant. There's a good one here, there's a good one here. And then after that, this whole thing has been emptied, which leaves the shop, the laboratory, this camp, and the 2 red spots. Okay, so it's not all lost. He ends up using a bunch of mana and time to start coiling my grunt. I save it initially, and I think I could just lock him in my base anytime. He coils. He starts threatening to kill the peon. I replace the peon with my blade. I've got a peon in position here and 2 here. If I just press them all hold, he can't get out. But this peon walks forward. I'm like, uh-oh. Quickly move it back in position. Too late. Right, but that's just washed up. Normally, I'm quite, like, when I'm in normal shape, I'm quite perfect with this kind of stuff. With these defenses. But this was washed. So he gets out. Normally, he should have lost the TP here for that grunt kill. So now he's got quite a significant lead. Not just the grunt he killed. Because you could think, hey, 1 grunt for 3 goals, that's good for the orc, right? But he also got so many high-level camps.
You should try a game of Dota 1.
Yeah, maybe we will sometime, Will.
Forged client for fun. I think there's always some lobbies going in the custom section.
So, remember how I got fasted to tier 2? Now let's see who gets fasted to tier 3. He's 85% of the way done. I'm 90%. Whatever lead I had to get to tier 2 has been invested into my tier 2 Raider and Tauren Chieftain. The Raider is meant to be a protection against follow-up harass from the DK Lich when he wants to slow down your TC. With 5 units and 1 having ensnare, he can't show up with DK. You would just turn on speed scroll and snare, stomps around the hero. So he can't do that now. But he didn't. He did not try to come over. And why not? He scouted me when he killed the grunt, and he saw that I went bestiary before tier 3. You can also do tier 3, then bestiary. You can also do Shadow under second. Shadow is more defensive, but TC is higher value against Ghoul Opener. So he saw that I did have the greedy hero, TC, but I had the ungreedy tech speed order. Bestiary first, with Raider and Snare. So he knows there's no purpose for him to harass anymore. Furthermore, he feels ahead enough with what he had achieved during tier 1 and tier 1.5 that all he needs to do is to slowly build up, very feng shui, one thing after the next, just flow forth onto the map, make strong units, get his timings, Ghoul Frenzy, Orb of Corruption, spend as many units as he can, and then save up the final 5 food to hire a Dark Ranger here. Why not rush Dark Ranger? Well, you need to rush Orb of Corruption. Right? And the Dark Ranger is a purchase you make in the middle of the map, the 3rd hero. It's the final thing you can add to your push to add extra value. Because you gotta ask yourself, if I'm in the middle of the map, right here, let's say I'm right here, and I want to spend 400 gold to empower my push, what can I do? I could make a Fiend and a statue. They'll be in production for 30 seconds, and then they'll walk across the map in 60. So you're making an investment while you're here into something that will make you stronger 90 seconds later in the enemy base. But the Dark Ranger starts in the middle, gets there quicker, is instantly hired rather than slowly trained, and therefore it should be your last investment. Another way to add value to your push with your final money is to buy an item at the Goblin Shop. If you've got 150, you buy an invulnerability. If you've got 600, you buy 2 heal scrolls and a protection scroll, for instance, right? There's all kinds of things. Well, you have to wait 50 gold, but there's all kinds of things you can buy at the shop that empower you from the middle of the map into the enemy base. So first, more fiends, more statues, more fiends, lol, more fiend. Destroyer upgrade is coming out. He starts to do this camp. He saw that I was there because I saw the Cloak of Shadows. He just dusts me. I waste an invulnerability. I would have had double invul in the main fight. Now I only have 1 invul. He ends up not greeting for the Ogre Mage to the point that I can steal it. He finishes the whole camp, hires the Dark Ranger, finds the Scroll of the Beast, and he's now fighting ready. Am I fighting ready? I've got 8 food more, but my Headhunter is unupgraded, my Kodo is unupgraded, my Wyvern is unupgraded, my units are hurt, my heroes are hurt. I just used invul. I have no invul availability on my blade for another 8 seconds. I get a War Stomp, he focuses Kodo, but I do not move it back. Right? It's been identified as a focus target. I don't move it back. I have generally quite random focus fire here. Then I unrandomize my focus fire on the Destroyer. But I go back to the shop to buy an Orb of Lightning. But I already had an Orb of Lightning. I was like, did I buy the Orb of Lightning? I already bought the Orb of Lightning. So now I'm missing a lot of DPS from my highest DPS dealer. I start focusing the statue, which is an okay prioritization in a normal fight. It's not a normal fight though, my units were hurt when we started, right? It's just general efficiency things. If you are low, then you should stay out of your base, heal up out of sight, and then engage later with heal self. And then finally, I've got the gold and the wood to have fortified defenses, especially the wood. I probably had the gold earlier, it's only 75, but I never got fortified defenses. This means that I'm forced to defend my base the moment he rings the bell. We're talking about fresh out of the shower, towel wrapped around my torso. He rings the bell and you have to open the door to receive your package. Right? It's not like this is UPS, we're coming in 15 minutes, can you make sure you're at home? So I wasn't ready, I was caught with my towel on. And he takes full advantage of me. Then he has Scroll the Beast. It's a high value item, maybe the best he could get. I take a lot of damage. I invul before I die. I take down both of his statues and destroyers. But the moment invul runs out, Blade will not be fighting ready. And then, which one is the real Death Knight? It's the low one. The one way out of the fight, when you're in trouble and not ready, could be to focus his Death Knight. He did get hurt. I could have tried to surround and snare, focus him. I will not be in a great spot. But look at this. He's 28 population. 28 population. Right? We killed his statues. We killed all the ghouls. We killed a fiend. I'm at 40. But I stand to lose the game, or 20. Had I used my War Stamp to focus the Death Knight, that would be the way out. It's easy to see which one is real. He's got less mana than the rest, right? But then I just started doing the fair thing of focusing unit by unit, which you do when you're generally quite confident. If you need someone to get the hell out of your base, out of your face, you do a hero focus. You do a quick item check, see who's vulnerable. DK can coil DR, DK can coil Lich, but he can't coil himself. So that was the way out. Then he starts abusing my burrows, he coils my blade. I end up wanting to heal up longer, so I end up losing a burrow. Then, I'm 36 pop, he's 34. This generally hurts Orc more than Undead, because statues heal up for free and I need to spend heal self clarity. But the real story here is that Orc needs to win a battle decisively when you fight. Because you have worse sustain, but you've got good burst with War Stamp and Critical Strike. Too many things went too poorly for me. I start seeing this as a creep game again. I creep this, then I creep the next. He just took one camp and went again. Again, unfortified burrows. So I can't buy any time. He picks up his a circlet apparently, not even an invul because I took it first. He just buys a circlet. Full health and mana again. GG. Well played. That was well played. What level of skill is this game? Is this still like ultra high level, even Grubby being out of practice? This is sub-top level. My MMR, my level dropped to definitely to sub-top. I could, like if you take the top 20 players in the world now, it would be very hard for me to win a game against them at this time. And maybe out of 10 games against all of them, I can win one sometimes after practice. Like after I play them 9 times, maybe. But more likely it would take me a week or two to get back into good shape. A week or two of full-time practice and study to get better again. But it's still fun, right? It's still fun.